Be strong.
Hey guys, I'm going to talk about Matic tonight. On the Zoom, I said that we would have a look at this. So let's jump into it right now. So we're having a look at this retrace, and basically it looks to be in a 5-wave pattern. So if we put a Fibonacci over the entire pattern, we can see that right now where we are at this point, if we zoom right in, we've fallen below the golden zone. We're kind of in between fib levels right at the moment. So that means that we will more than likely drop. If this isn't a 5-wave pattern, which I don't think it is. I think this is a 3, like we're in the 3rd wave. We're coming down to correct for the 4th wave, and then we're going to take off again. So if we have a look at this as a being the 3rd wave, so when we're looking at Elliott waves, we would draw this as, let me put some waves on this for you. 1 with a shallow retrace of a 2, a 3, a 4, and then a continuation for a 5. Now this is an amazing project, so there's no reason why this can't continue higher. So when we look at it from a 3rd wave perspective, the Fibonacci is only put on the 3rd wave structure. It's not put on the overall structure. So when we look at that 3rd wave structure, putting it from the base of this start of this second, base of the end of the 2nd to the top of the 3, which is this level here, we can see that we've hit right to the 786 on the Fibonacci here, which means we should see a reversal. On all fib levels, we always get a bounce. So we should start bouncing in that region. Also, looking at this pattern, we can see that, potentially the wave 1 high is in this region. So if we do break this diagonal support, we are going to come down to about 52. So if we have a look at the RSI, we have hit a support region as well. So not only are we on this diagonal support, we're also on this support region here, which means that we will also get a bounce in this region. So let's zoom in and I can show you, why this doesn't look any different to a normal correction. So if we're looking at this and we're sort of seeing what's going on with Matic, we can see the overall sort of pattern that it's starting to follow. So if we put a Fibonacci on this position here, like say this was our 1 wave, and we've come down. So let me just turn it up the right way. So if this is our top on this region and we've come down and corrected, we've come down to the 786. So, clearly these waves like to, correct to that point. So if we're coming along to this region, we can see that we've corrected to the 0.88 on Matic. So, our wave, what Matic likes to do, so waves have what is called wave memory. Every chart moves to a certain wave pattern and they have a certain wave memory, which is what, it's a psychological pattern that traders sort of get in the habit of trading on each cryptocurrency. So we look at the history of the waves to find the future. So that's a little bit how Elliott wave works in getting these trading patterns. So when we look at this, we can see that potentially it could correct to a 0.88 Fibonacci if that is a bigger correction, which is not outside the realm of possibility, being as the wave 1 high here also matches up with the 0.88 on that previous Fibonacci that I had on the chart. So if we're like, just to recap on that, So if this is a completed structure and we've finished 5 waves of this pattern, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I don't think it is. I think this is the 3rd wave. If we pull that down, then potentially we're going to continue down to this 0.88 in the correction. So the 0.786 matches with the wave 1 high, which potentially that could be our Elliott wave, because wave 1 and 4 can't cross. So, you know, in a leverage market, they can cross by a wick, but in this case, it shouldn't. So what we're seeing here is, again, we're sitting in no man's land. So if we put that back up to this wave here being our wave 2 low, we can see that we've got a perfect hit to the 786. So in my opinion, if these, you know, coins like this, like XRP, BSV, there's so many coins that are on the support levels hitting wave 1 highs and technically should hold. So when we pull back these regions as well, you know, this looks like it's super flat lined, but you know, we've got massive pullbacks in price. So you know, if we're looking at this from a price perspective, like just to put this into, like, you know, so you can get your mind around this idea, is basically we have these corrective waves here. Hang on, this has gone down. As my charts don't work. So we've had an 80% drop on Matic. So, you know, what's happening now is not any different to what has previously happened. And again, what I've talked about in the pattern memory. So Matic has previously, in, you know, if we measured all of these drops in all of these waves on Matic, we would find that that is the drop that it goes to. So currently we've had about 70% drop. If we do get that further drop, we're looking at 80% here. So possibly that matches up with what Matic's about to do. So if we're looking at, you know, pattern memory, we go for a buy zone of 54. If we're looking at, we're on a support right now, we would be laddering into the buy right now to continue higher. We're also on this diagonal support on the RSI, and we can see that in these previous like drops on the RSI, when we've reached these low points, we've also had a return in the waves going up. So, you know, I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility that these coins are going to start going green this week. So, you know, while there's so much panic and fear in the market, this is a time to start adding to your bags and DCAing these trades. So I hope that helps, guys, and I hope it helps with your decisions overall. Thanks for watching.